In this video we're going to start to go over the model phase of the inLAB 4.0. It's a little bit different and it's a very actual critical step in the design process. So what you see down here is obviously we're in buckle bite registration and we have edit model, and here in transparent mode we have set model axis, and that's going to be the main difference. Obviously the set model axis is not in the chairside software, and we'll actually make some videos that just go over that actual process. So articulating the buckle bite is very, very simple. The one difference that we have in the inLAB is we do have the edit model open prior to buckle bite registration. So if I wanted to go ahead and let's say you had that wall of stone there, we could go ahead and cut this out or whatever you had prior to doing the buckle bite registration. You could do the lower jaw, you could do the upper jaw, and then go back to buckle bite registration. Another thing that you can do along these same lines is we can go ahead and articulate one of the arches, and let's say the lower arch had that wall of stone and you were having trouble going back and forth with that. You can go to edit model, lower jaw, and then you can make a change to the lower jaw. Let's say you had that little wall of stone, go back to buckle bite, and your upper articulation still staying consistent, and you can go ahead and articulate that lower jaw. So it's a nice little advantage here that you can edit the model before, during, or after the buckle bite registration. The edit model is really the same as what you see on the chair side, with the reset the model, the replace, cut, and the add or the form tools. So you can do all that the same way. Once you have these registrations, the buckle bite registrations done, you'll notice that the set model axis comes up, and you'll notice it's in red. So when it's in red, that means you absolutely have to do this step before you can move on to the trim and the margination and insertion axis and things like that. So let's go ahead and click set model axis, and what you're seeing here is you're seeing a horseshoe, and this is supposed to simulate the actual arch of the teeth. And what you want to do here is you want to actually position this into that horseshoe, how it would appear, in the arch. So obviously you have the midline here. We'll do some examples of this to show you the differences. But you want to get this set into the arch properly. So this is tooth number 14 and 15. So we're positioning it here. Like I said, I'll make some videos to go over this exactly. And then on the upper, you also have a maxillary plane. You can set the plane to the line. And on the lower, which you can't see very well, you have a different view of that same thing, so you can set with that line. So what this is going to do for you is it's going to be very, very critical in the actual proposal of your restorations. Not as critical when you're doing two posterior restorations. When you start hitting the curve here, it's going to have a dramatic effect on your proposal. So this is basically a brief overview of this, the first model screen, and we'll actually from here do some model axis videos to go over that in more detail.